Lesson 4, Ecosystem and Biosphere. Introduction. Hello and welcome. I trust that you are becoming more familiar with ecological terms by now. In case you are new here, this is the Ecology Perfect Master EPM app, your ecology guide. We are going on today to discuss the ecosystem and biosphere or ecosphere. Please do not forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up so you don't miss any of our interesting classes. Also, make sure to use the comment section to share your thoughts and questions. Thank you for being part of my world. An ecosystem is a geographical area where plants and animals and other organisms, as well as weather and landscape, work together to form a bubble of life. Ecosystem contain biotic or living parts as well as abiotic factor or non-living parts. Biotic factor include plants, animals, and other organisms, while abiotic factor includes salinity, humidity, water, etc., etc. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to write a short note on the ecosphere and state two major components of an ecosystem with two examples of each. The keywords: ecosystem and biosphere. The content: ecosystem. This is a self-supporting unit that is made up of a living part and a non-living part. It is a community of a plant and animals interacting with themselves and with the non-living factors in their environment. The living part of the ecosystem is called its biotic components, while the non-living parts are called the abiotic components. Now, biotic components. This includes all living things or organisms in an environment. It is also called the biotic community. It is made up of 1. Producers, e.g. autotrophs, green plants, chemosynthetic, bacteria, and protophyta. 2. Food consumers, that is, heterotrophs, such as animal, protozoa, and some bacteria. 3. Decomposers, e.g. saprophytes, like fungi and some bacteria. 2. The abiotic component. This consists of abiotic resources and abiotic conditions. Abiotic resources, these are what organisms need to stay alive. They include sunlight, a source of energy from the outside of the ecosystem, and inorganic nutrients like water, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, phosphorus, etc., etc. Abiotic conditions, these are those factors that determine the kind of organisms that are found in a particular ecosystem. These factors affect the behavior, the growth, and the breeding patterns of organisms. They include climatic factors such as temperature, wind, light intensity, humidity, water, current, turbidity, rainfall, and so on and so forth. Air, water, and soil, that is the habitat. There are some characteristics of an ecosystem. 1. There is a flow of energy. And 2. There's a recycling of inorganic nutrients. The major interaction between the biotic and abiotic components involves feeding. The producers, like plants, trap sunlight energy and nutrients, e.g. carbon dioxide, nitrogen, etc., from the abiotic environment to make their food. The energy and the nutrients in the food is passed on to heterotrophs, that is the consumers, such as animals which feed on plants or on one another. The animals and plants eventually die and the composer feed on them, thereby obtain their own energy. However, in the process, The decomposers release the nutrients in the animals and the plants back into the abiotic environment, that is, the soil. These nutrients can be reused again by the food producer. Plants also give out oxygen during photosynthesis, and this is used by animals for respiration. Animals give off carbon dioxide during respiration, which plants take up. Note, as the energy in food is passed from one organism to another, it eventually escapes into the environment and cannot be reused. Number 2, which is biosphere or ecosphere. The biosphere or ecosphere is the zone of the earth occupied by living organisms. It is a layer of life which exists on the earth's surface. The biosphere is a narrow zone where complex biological and chemical activities occur. It can be found on land, on soil, in water, and air. It provides habitat for organisms like animals, plants, and microorganisms. The ecosphere consists of 3 major portions. 1. Lithosphere is the solid portion of the earth. It is the outermost layer or the zone of the earth's crust. It is made up of rocks and mineral resources. It is also represents 30% of the earth's surface. The outermost layer of the landmass is made up of the loose rock materials like gravel, sand, and soils. Lithosphere forms the basis of all human settlements. Hydrosphere. This is the liquid or aquatic parts of the earth or living world. It holds water in various forms, e.g., solid, ice, such as gases, water vapor. Examples of hydrosphere are lake, pool, ocean, and stream. It covers about 70% of the earth's crust. 3. Atmosphere. This is the gaseous portion of the earth. It is a layer of gases surrounding the earth. Over 99% of the atmosphere lies within 30 kilometers of the earth's surface. It contains 78% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen, 0.03% of carbon dioxide, and 0.97 rare or inert gases. I hope you are enjoying today's class. You have learned that ecosystem is an environment or geographical area consisting of living organisms interacting with each other and the environment. The biosphere is a zone where favorable conditions exist for life consisting of lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere. And also you've learned that an ecosystem is limited to a specific area with local communities of living organisms. Now, attempt this simple task. What 2 things characterize an ecosystem? State the 2 major components of an ecosystem with 2 examples of each. Thank you for sticking around. I'm looking forward to having our next class, where we shall be talking about biomes. See you soon.